Hello guys, it's Remy from Oil Educators. Today we'll be solving the math riddle that was placed in the channel.
Euler Educators.
Okay, so here on the screen, we're going to write out different variables in solving the riddles. The first is that book, the bag, the clock, and the shoe. Take note that the bag, it's all the same, just the clock and the shoe that got different. Now we're going to call the book X, the bag Y, the clock Z, and the shoe V. And after which we would use these variables to simplify our solution. So we're going to use the expressions given. The first expression, that X plus X, that is book plus book plus book, that is X plus X plus X is equal to 36. And we have that adding these individual variables will give us 3x, which is equal to 36. Then to get the value of our x, we have to divide through by 30. So 3 divides 3 and then 3 divides 36, that gives us 12. Therefore x is equal to 12. So I believe almost everyone got that the book, the value of the book is 12. Then in the second expression, expression 2, where we have that the book plus the bag is equal to 44. And using the same sum of algebra, that x plus 2y, that's y plus y is equal to 44, and then x, which is the bag, is equal to 12. Therefore 12 plus 2y is equal to 44, and 2y is equal to 44 less 12, and 2y is equal to 32. All divided by 2, that gives us 16. Right, so the value of the bag is 16, and this is the same throughout, no matter the color. Right, that was just a mistake during the question generation. So no matter the color, the bag is of course 16 and the book is 12. Now the value of the clock and the shoe, we can't pin down the exact value of the clock. The reason why we can't pin down the exact value of the clock is because the time is changing. And because the time is changing, we need to introduce a constant that stabilizes the time throughout the entire system. And of course, it's a 12-hour clock, right? As you can see, it's a 12-hour clock. So our specific value, Z, and the clock is a 12-hour clock. And we are going to introduce those variables, constants rather, that's going to help us to unify the time, or rather stabilize the changes in the time. So we just get to read a clock, and all we have to do is to multiply it by the constant to get the value of the clock at that time. So the first clock would be Z1 and the second clock would be Z2. And Z1 is just multiplying Z, the clock, by the constant A, and Z2 is the same, multiplying the clock, the time you calculate, by the constant A, where A is the normalizing value, right? The normalizing constant that will help us to unify the time in the system. So here we have it. We have it that introducing the third expression, that clock 1, firstly, is going to be 10. If you are reading the clock in the question, it's actually 10 hours, 10 minutes. Or if we're to express that as just hours, that's going to be 10, 1 over 6, right? Dividing the minute by 60, because 60 minutes makes an hour. Then clock 2, if you read it also, you discover that it's actually the long hand is in the 4. The short hand is in 4 while the long hand is in 12. So that gives us that the time it's 4, or that's 4 p.m. or it's 4 a.m. but that doesn't matter. We just need the value there, 4, and then we have to multiply it by a normalizing value. And you see how this works. So 10 1 over 6 multiplied by the normalizing value A, the constant we have introduced, plus y, which is the bag, and then multiply the 4 by A, our normalizing value. This gives us 39. So we are going to paste that here and continue with expression 3. But recall that y is equal to 16 because that's the value of the bag. So 10 1 over 6a plus 16 plus 4a is equal to 39. And we proceed with the calculation that 10 1 over 6 plus 4a is equal to 39 less 16. And making it an improper fraction, that is 61a over 6 plus 4a is equal to 23. And we'll have to factorize a later on after we have unified the entire expression. So that becomes 85a divided by 6, which is equal to 23. So to get the value of a, would have to multiply 23 by 6 and then divide by 85. So 23 multiplied by 6 gives us 138, and when we divide by 85, a is equal to 138 divided by 85. So this is our normalizing value. Whatever the value is for the clock, we multiply it by the normalizing value, the constant that helps to normalize the changes of the clock. So you don't need to try to guess what is the angle or what is the difference in time of the clock. Just read the time of the clock in the 12-hour system and multiply it by your normalizing value. You get the value of the clock at that time. Now, the fourth expression. The fourth expression is that the shoe plus the clock 3 is equal to 33. So you notice that clock 3 is being multiplied by our normalizing value a. So the shoe is of course v, so 2v plus 8 times 138 over 85, where 8 is the time, right, multiplied by the normalizing value. So 8 times 138, that gives us 1104 divided by 85 is equal to 33. Now to get the value of v, we say that 2v is equals to 33 minus 1104 divided by 85, which is equal to 2805 minus 1104 divided by 85. Therefore 2v would be equal to 1701 divided by 85. Therefore v is going to be 1701 divided by 170. So that is the value of the shoe, right? So the value of a pair of shoe, it's 1701 divided by 170. Now we're going to paste that value over here. So we have to know that book is x, and that is 12. That the bag, the value of the bag y, that is 16. And the value of the clock changes, so we just get z multiplied by the normalizing value a. So the normalizing value is of course 138 divided by 85 is a constant, and then the shoe v is equal to 1071 divided by 100, 1701 divided by 170, excuse me, right? Okay, so going on to get the final expression, the expression that gave everyone headache on the Oil Educators channel, right? And the expression is that a book plus a clock times a shoe, one pair of shoe less the bag is equal to what, right? Now one pair of shoe will surely be v divided by 2, right? V divided by 2. So let's plug all of that. We know that the bag, which is the book which is x, it's we'll start with the bracket. The book is x plus, then the clock value is 11. We multiply that by the normalizing value 138 over 85 times half the value of the shoe, 1701 divided by 170 less y. So x plus, that's going to give us 1518 divided by 85 plus 1 over 1, that is 1 multiplying 1701, which gives us 1701 divided by 340 less y. And then we're going to have that x plus all of that multiplication that's going to happen in the bracket would give us 2,582,118 divided by 280,28900 less y. Okay, I need to get these numbers correctly, right, so that you can of course fact check them. Okay, so let me open a new page and then we will continue from there. Okay, so going on, right, this is the value we have currently for the clock and the single pair of shoe, that is one shoe, not the pair, one shoe. So we need to then introduce the other values, such as that the book is 12, and then the value that we just computed for the clock and the shoe, it's 2,582,118 divided by 28,900 less 16, right? And would carry out the remaining algebraic process. That is, we would start by putting all of this into a single fraction, right? So we'll multiply 12 by the denominator and also 16 by the denominator, and then we can carry out a simple BODMAS process. So to do that, of course, when we multiply 12 by the denominator, we get 346,800, and of course the 2,582,118, and lastly 462,400 divided by the denominator, which is 28,900. Now when we carry out the BODMAS process, our answer would leave us with, we have to add, of course, we add the 346,800 to the 2 million plus, and that gives us 2,928,918 less 462,400, and that divided by 28,900. So we are moving towards the final answer, right? The answer you've all been waiting for, and that's going to give us pasting it here and taking it up there. Okay, so let's continue and conclude this. That's the difference between the 2 million and the 462,000 is going to give us, let me compute that, 2,466,518 divided by 28,900. And when we, okay, you can actually express this as an improper fraction, but I want to approximate this as a decimal to see if anyone got this at least to 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places. That is 85.347. So this is the final verifiable answer of the match riddle. Actually, it was really very difficult, and a lot of you putting your best into solving it. We appreciate you for that, but this is the answer. Thank you once more, and expect more videos like this from Oil Educators.
Unlock the logic in the world. See the pattern, find the proof. Master the equation of success.